What's up, guys? It's Casey Zelgelman, aka the Fourth Sanderson Sister, coming at you with another Hocus Pocus 2 behind-the-scenes reaction video. In today's video, I'm going to be watching the behind-the-scenes featurette, called, it's like music between the three of them. So this one, I think, focuses more on the trio as a whole, but also the cast as a large as well. So, we're gonna watch that, but we're also going to look at an article that came out over the weekend, because 90s Con happened, and there was a big ol' Hocus Pocus reunion. Big ol' Hocus Pocus reunion. There was eight of them there, I think. There was Jay, Ice, Max, Allison, Danny, Binks' voice, Emily Binks, and Mary. Kathy was there. So there was 8 of them, but only a few of them did the panel. So we're going to look at that as well today. So I guess it's really a Hocus Pocus 2 reaction video / news update in a way, but we're not rolling the intro for that one. So let's go ahead and, watch the video.
Sisters! It's time for the power spell.
Okay, cut.
We're on the set of Hocus Pocus 2.
It was absolutely nuts.
Amazing. So much fun.
Can I hit you?
Do whatever you want.
Cue the montage of hitting.
It's like music between the three of them.
That's right.
They dropped right into it as if no time had gone by.
Haven't lost my touch.
No, you didn't.
It's been like this the whole day.
I forgot the lie.
They are hilarious.
We are doing the magic. We are doing Magicae Maxima, the power spell.
Pumpkin.
See? Spread out.
There it is. That's never gonna stop being funny.
Everybody's very, very expressive all the time.
If you smell something, it's not because I farted out of fear.
I did not realize that it was going to be such a physical role. Ooh, these wheels
You're
are
in a slapstick
slippery.
movie, Sweet Pea.
I'm right behind you, Bex. Yep. I can't believe everybody's seeing me fail at a bike.
Need any more reasons to watch Hocus Pocus 2?
Over and over and over again.
You couldn't ask for better partners in crime.
Tis about time.
Bye-bye.
It's just so good. It's so good. It's so good to see them having fun. It's just so good to see them having fun. Okay, grow up, Casey. It's been over for like 5 months now. Stop it. Every time. Ugh, every time. I get teary. You guys are used to that by now. I cry a lot on this channel, at least in this case. Could also be the fact that I'm suffering from another upper respiratory infection, but that's beside the point. It is like music between the three of them. Anne Fletcher is totally on point with that one. It is like music between the three of them. They are, dare I say it, the most iconic trio? I think they are the most iconic trio. Honest and true. Name a more iconic trio in the comments. I'll wait. You can't. I mean, you probably can, but no, you can't. You could tell everyone was having fun. And I know I've said this before, but you could tell everybody was having fun, and it was great to see them saying that they did have fun. Everybody had fun while they were on this movie, and it shows. It shows. And that's the best part, isn't it? That's really the best part. Because you could tell they were all friends. And camaraderie between actors makes a movie so much better. It makes a movie so much better. That, personally, is why Hocus Pocus is so rewatchable. Is because you could tell everyone was having fun. You could tell the trio got along so well. They really were like sisters. They were great together. They are great together. This is easily one of the best movies because of the camaraderie. I'm not saying it's a cinematic masterpiece, no, but it's one of the most rewatchable and most fun movie series, I can say, I guess, movie duo. If we get a third one, it'll be a trilogy. This is one of the most rewatchable movie duos because everyone is so good with each other. They're so fun with each other. Like, you know they're acting, but they make us believe it. Because as soon as those cameras shut off, you know they're having fun behind the scenes. We saw it. We saw them dancing around and doing slapstick stuff off camera with each other. And just, it's so nice. It's so nice. It's just nice. That's it. It's nice. And I think that's why it invokes such feelings in me. Is because it's nice. We don't have a lot of nice things in this world right now. We have a lot of rah stuff right now with politics, with wars, with controversies over every little thing that happens because it offends somebody. Like, we don't have a lot of nice things, and this was such a nice thing. This behind the scenes thing reminds me how much of a nice thing this was. It was nice. Hocus Pocus 2 was nice. It was fun. It was funny. It made me forget about the world going on around me for a couple of hours. It even got some emotions out of me that I was not expecting. 5 months later, I'm still flabbergasted that they yanked the rug out from under us like that. Like, I thought it was just gonna be another one of the, yeah, they're just gonna blow up at sunrise. No. They yanked that rug out from underneath us, rolled it up, and beat us with it. And I was like, whoa, okay, wasn't expecting that. But you know what? It was a nice way they did it, because it showed the love, the absolute love between the trio of sisters. And it was nice. We don't have a lot of nice things. And this was a nice thing. This behind the scenes thing, it's a nice thing. It's a nice thing. Hocus Pocus 1 was a nice thing. It was so much fun, and we like it. That's why we watch it every year. That's why we treasure it so much. That's why I have this channel, is it was a nice thing that has gotten me through a lot of crap, and gotten a lot of you through a lot of crap, as you have told me. And it's just so nice. And speaking of nice things, let's talk a little bit about the first one with the OG cast and why they weren't back for the sequel. They, Omri, Thora, and Vanessa opened up a little bit, but mostly Omri and Thora. So while Hocus Pocus 2 was a nice thing, it was still kind of a bummer that we didn't see the OG trio. And for that, we turn to this new article. Hocus Pocus actor Omri Katz says original film stars weren't invited to the sequel. Well, we're gonna dive into that a little bit further. That's a slightly clickbaity headline. Here we go. The witching hour has arrived for Hocus Pocus fans at 90s Con. At the 1990s themed convention in Hartford, Connecticut on Saturday, Hocus Pocus cast members Thora Birch, Vanessa Shaw, Jason Marsden, and Omri Katz reunited for a panel discussion about the iconic 1993 Disney movie, moderated by Peoples Michael, not even going to attempt to say that last name because I will get it wrong, Michael. During the panel, the group responded to a fan who inquired about why they weren't involved in the sequel to the original film, which celebrates its 30th anniversary in July. Time out. I'm going to plug it real quick. 30th anniversary in July is on a Sunday, so Sunday, July 16th, your girl's going live with a Hocus Pocus Trivia and Treats Edition watch-along here on the channel, and if you get me to 1,500 subscribers, consider doing that, because I will dress up as Sarah Sanderson, full makeup, wig, outfit, everything, for that stream. So, tune in for that. So, Omri says, we weren't invited to that meeting, so we don't really know why we weren't invited. I think the fan base really wanted to see something with us. Yeah, I don't know, it's hard to really figure out the decisions that are made regarding what they want to do. Birch explained that the process in number 2 being brought about was long, and having them return was something that was discussed. The desire and the concept of maybe doing a sequel was about 10 years. Put that in a little perspective, didn't it? 10 years. 29 years altogether, but it was on the table for 10. Holy biscuits. But then there were numbers of different writers that came on board and different directors, and so the story and concept and the direction in which they wanted to take too kept evolving, changing, and growing. That makes a lot of sense. So, a lot of you have expressed to me that you were bummed out that they weren't in it. I was bummed out that they weren't in it. But what Thora says really clarifies some stuff. If you're going through writer changes and director changes and all these different people, they're all going to have their own ideas that they're trying to bring to the table, and whoever's there last is the one who's going to win. So at some point, yes, our original trio was probably going to be in this movie. But because they kept going through change after change after change over 10 years it took for them to land on something. Yeah, I can see why we ended up with where we were, which was still, as I said, very nice. I do know that there were, along the way, some concepts and some ideas about ways to bring us back, and for whatever reason, it just didn't work, she continued. Some of us were going to be on, some of us weren't, and then it was such a roller coaster ride. Birch added, what we like to say in the business, we had scheduling conflicts. Marsden, 48, says he's been in the business long enough to not get your hopes up about anything, really. And that makes a lot of sense. I just did community theater for a little while, and let me tell you, don't get your hopes up, guys. It's not worth it. I did speak with Mr. David Kirshner, he said, I did speak with Mr. David Kirshner, who created and produced the film. He said he did try to fight for you three especially, he continued, probably meaning Max, Alice, and Danny. But there's a committee. It's a team. It's an IP now, intellectual property. It's close to your hearts, but it belongs to a committee now, and it's left up to them to make the right decisions. Again, that makes a lot of sense. Once it's an IP, everybody's going to be fighting for it. And if you want to read the rest of the article, I'm going to link it in the description down below, because the rest of it is stuff we have talked about previously, and I don't feel like rereading it right now. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense that a committee was involved on trying to get this through and being the ones who were kind of over it at that point. We know David was involved a lot, which was great. I think that's why we got the quality that we did, was because he was over most of it as an executive producer. And he helped with the story. Let's not forget that. He did help with the story, which I appreciated. Once it's a popular IP and it's in a committee, yeah, the OG trio wasn't going to have much of a say in it. The girls probably didn't have a ton at the beginning. Once they decided, okay, we're doing it, here's how we're going to do it, boom, they contacted the ladies, then the ladies got to put their input in. And we have our wonderful Kathy Najimy to thank for being our warrior in there fighting for us and being like, okay, here's what the fans are going to like, here's what they're not going to like. Thank you again for that one. Yeah, it's complicated, but at the end of the day, it did suck that they weren't involved. It sucked that they weren't involved. I wanted to see them again. Even just in a cameo role, I would have liked to have seen them. And I know, and I do still agree with Ann Fletcher that if we got them in a cameo role, we'd all be kind of like, but they're there! Why aren't they helping? I don't know. It's a very, very, very complicated situation with that one. We got a very nice sequel. We got a very wonderful sequel, and I love it so much. But it was a bummer that they didn't come back. They did leave the door open for a third one. And I'm telling you, if we do a third one, we need to do this Avengers style, get all three trios in there. The OG trio, the Sanderson sisters, the new trio. Everybody get together, we're gonna go fight Thanos, aka Mother Witch. I think that would be a lot of fun to see them working together. I've laid this out in greater detail. You've probably watched the video, and if you haven't, you can watch it by clicking on this thing right here. It would be a lot of fun to see them working together. It would be a lot of fun to see the OG trio meeting up with the Sanderson sisters again, and them just being like, you killed us! Well, you were trying to kill us first! And the new people in the middle going, alright, calm down. Okay, calm down. We gotta work together. Everybody calm down. Let's all calm down! But it would just be so much fun to see them back and interacting with the new characters as well as the old characters. It if we were to get a third one, I do believe we need Max, Allison, and Danny back, but I also do believe we need the Sanderson sisters back. Because it's not Hocus Pocus without them, I'm sorry. That's one thing I do respectfully disagree with Omri on, and I said this, I think it was last week. I think it was not last week. Last week was bloopers. I put out so much content, guys. It was the week before's video, which you can watch by clicking on this thing right here. We do need continuity. We do need the Sanderson sisters. It's not Hocus Pocus without them. But for a third one, we need our OG trio back. We need Max, Allison, and Danny back. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. In some capacity, we need them back. I'm telling you, Hocus Pocus Avengers, let's do this. It'd be so fun. It'd be so fun. It'd be a lot of characters, but it'd be so fun. To be fair, we did have a lot of characters in Hocus Pocus too. We could probably manage it. But that's all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. It's free. It helps me. What helps me helps you guys get more great content like this. I had a lot of fun reacting to the behind the scenes featurette. I like discussing that article with you guys because that is kind of a sore spot in the fandom. And I'm glad we got to talk about it a little bit. But oh my gosh, I love it. Real quick, Black Flame Gaming will not be happening this Saturday. I am taking this Saturday off from streaming because I'm going to be out of town visiting one of my best friends. Instead, because it's Sarah Jessica Parker's birthday, I'm putting up the top 5 Sarah Sanderson moments from Hocus Pocus 2. So that'll come out on Saturday instead of a gaming stream. But Black Flame Gaming will be back on April 1st. No, it's not an April Fool's prank. It'll be back on April 1st. And we'll be starting a brand new game. We'll be starting Pokemon Fire Red randomized version. And we're running it as Mary Sanderson. So that is going to be our new game. I'm very excited about it. So we'll be running Mary's playthrough next. And I'm going to work a little Hocus Pocus on it behind the scenes. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then, this one's important. Please, listen. Listen closely to the next words that leave my mouth. March is almost over. We got this week and next week. And then we've only got like 2 weeks before my birthday. Which means my birthday stream is going to be vastly approaching. So if you are planning to send fan mail, if you have intentions of sending fan mail, I would highly, highly suggest that you get it in the mail this week or next week. If you want it to be here on time, because we all know how the mail can be. We all know how uncertain it can be. It's better to send it early than to send it too late, because I don't want you guys sending something and then it not be here on time and then you miss it on the stream. Because I really want to open those things that you guys are sending me because you care, and I appreciate that so much. Like, I love every single one of you guys. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. So if you want to send fan mail, do it soon. Do it very, very soon. The P.O. box, it's also in the About section. So make sure you look at that and start sending your stuff. But the other thing, we've only got 2 weeks before your Bean Boozled trivia questions are due. So if you're wanting to participate in that and you're not part of our Discord, join our Discord server, the Sanderson Cottage, because it's a lot of fun over there, and that is where you need to post your Bean Boozled trivia questions. Full rules are over in the community tab, so you just need to look for this GIF right here, and it will take you right to it. So there's that, and I already plugged the Hocus Pocus Trivia and Treats watch along, so I don't gotta do that now. But yes, that is all I have for you guys. If you're a regular on this channel, please remember to drop a like and share your thoughts on the article and the great behind-the-scenes footage down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Casey Zogelman, aka the 4th Sanderson Sister, and I will see you witches and wizards later.
I am